of a fan of full position Doom.
Offlane Wyvern. I see that come back into the meta.
For real.
Well, that's still haven't picked their heroes. They're considering it for sure. Whereas Pari Parni straight in there, you know, Depressed Kid on the TA, Immersion, Dazzle. There we go. There we go. So it's, yeah, support Dragonite. Hakuda, though, playing it. Yamich is on the Wyvern instead. DM on that Doom.
Okay. I take those. Well, it's good to see DM on his Doom. It's very much comfort. I'm obviously extremely excited for this Ricky. I think... Oh, what happened to him? He got a couple of changes, right? Bonus damage on Blink Strike. Oh, that was it. The agility damage multiplier on his Cloak and Dagger, his backstab, is now doubled against creeps. So his farming speed is better than it used to be. It was probably one of the biggest things he struggled with in the past as a carry.
Interesting. I mean, it's not going to help him in the jungle, right? It's just going to be for lane creeps, pushing that waves a little bit faster, yeah.
Yeah, it gives him more presence. It is obviously still a weakness of his. I think, like, the nicest thing about Ricky when you're playing is you know that he wants to go for lanes, so he's kind of predictable in where he will play early on, especially. And you can pick him off as a result or make plays based on that. You know he's not going to be playing in this triangle, which does pair nicely with TA. They're not going to be fighting for the same area.
It's another one of those games, though, where I'm looking at, you know, hero partnerships, who's going to be playing with what. The Willow and the Dawnbreaker can play decently together with their stuns, but who's the hero that, like, goes in and does stuff for Pari Parni? Is it going to be this Ricky?
That is a good point. You don't have that same Void Spirit idea this time, where you have a stun set up for the Dawn ult.
Yeah, because you're against a Wyvern, against a Lina, you kind of want to be able to get vision, see them, and catch them. I'm curious to see how they do it.
That's something to overcome. You have Diffusal Blade, I would assume, on Ricky, which will be maybe that initiation. But the nice thing about Outsider's lineup is Lina and Razor are both heroes that rush BKBs. Like, how many times have you heard about the 15-minute Razor BKB timing? Wow, he's so good.
Oh, but that's the counter then. If Ricky has Diffusal Blade and Razor has BKB, you just burn all of his mana so he can't use it.
Oh, new patch.
That has caught me out a few times. I keep forgetting the BKB needs mana now.
Yeah. It's a weird one just because I feel like if you ever have one charges, you should never ever be caught with your pants down.
Yeah, true. It's like when you're against an Invoker or something, EMP clips you, you're like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it could be like just that fraction of time needed to get the stun off before they realize, oh, I'm out of mana, can't use BKB.
I'm sure Ramses will find his way through any challenge. Going to be leaning up against that Pasha. Dawnbreaker bottom, though, as you see there, along with the Dark Willow. And Razor right now is alone. Yeah, I need Hakuda to make the long run down bot. So what's going to be a Dragon Tail Static Link? That's their combo they go for.
Yeah, seems good to me. He might suffer in the trades, though. Obviously, you're playing against a range 4.
There's still a bounty rune bottom that DK just walked straight past. Didn't bother picking it up. Don't know if he saw it.
His mind was focused on Ramsey's lane.
Yeah, he was straight up sentry warding his small camp, making sure it's not blocked up. Lina getting some good damage in onto mid as well. Depressed Kid down to about a third of his HP. Just light striker rate. Now with the Fiery Soul going, we'll start to build up a couple of stacks. Ramsey's being run at bottom. And everyone looking for that little edge.
It's okay. He's used to this.
He's used to getting run at, being focused down.
Exactly. The lane should be fine when they get a couple levels going. More static link, just run down the Dawn. Because one of the really sad things about her nurse is that the hammer range is much lower. Oh, she's going in.
Yeah, turning and fighting. And DK zoning the Willow in that one. So there's two 1v1s down bottom, basically. Up top, I believe the Wyvern was unable to deward a small camp, so that's still blocked up on the dark side top, so no pulls there for Immersion. Yamach just like stood in the camp, pretended that he's body blocking, but actually had a sentry there as well. While Ramsey's escaping death yet again.
He's lucky. He was out of position again for the level 2 that Pani got, but they didn't have mana on Dawnbreaker to do the Starbreaker. So they couldn't get the kill. Sad. Close though. Oh my god.
Yeah, next time.
Coda just got a stack on the small camp. That's really nice.
And he pulled the, or stopped the, pulled the pull. Stopped the pull from the Dark Willow. Made sure the Wild Wings didn't get involved with that creep wave.
Very effective pulse 5ing. Now he's just going to try and pull. And Ramses is just going to be farming happily under his tower. They don't have the mana right now to kind of mess with him though, on Pani. Like, otherwise there's the threat of like, oh, I get pushed onto my tower. Creeps are tanking the tower. I can use my spells and kind of kill the carrier. Like, but they can't do that.
It's like, who cares what hero you're playing as POS 5? As long as you block camps and do a few pulls, everything's good in the world. Partially going to come and take some of those creeps though. Take away some of that wave and small camp. Hacker, they're just going to stun to deny. And again, Dark Willow pulling back as they bring out a little more regen. The Sol Ring arriving for Pasha, going to remedy that mana problem you were mentioning. Allow them to keep playing aggressively.
Yeah, to finish my thought, the range on Hammer got nerfed really hard, so it means I don't think you can break Link at all with it. At least not maybe till high levels.
We're going to keep
So it
getting
does mean that
drained.
Ramsey should be strong, yeah.
It should be a pretty good lane for him. Up at
Well, let's
top.
look at top!
What's going on there? Ricky, Dazzle, aggressive onto the DM Doom. It looks like Yamich and DM able to do a pretty solid job up here so far. Immersion losing a lot of his regen early on, forced to keep Shadow Wave spamming on the Ricky, but 19 last hits, not bad for Coma. Up near the top. And that mid lane, 20... Whoa, hang on a second. Lina has 10 denies. TA has 13 last hits.
Skill-based!
Skill-based.
Skill-based!
Yeah, like we were saying, all the people that think, oh, TA, the counter to Lina, that was 2, 3, 4 years ago. Now it definitely has become much more of a 50-50 coin flip. And in this case, well, an 80-20 for GPK.
The press kit is not bad by any means. I don't mean to like, you know, flame him here. Obviously, GPK is outstanding, and you know, what can you do? But the press kit has definitely gotten his fair share of many mid kills onto good players.
Sure has.
But yeah, it's looking a little rough. Lina's a very hard hero to deal with in the mid lane. He's got only 1 point in Fiery Soul, but you're getting like 10 extra attack speed. He's just like securing range creeps for himself with his stun.
Going that Falcon Blade, which we saw popularized a bit by Somnus. A lot of people were going the Sol Ring build, but it looks like Falcon Blade has kind of taken that slot for a number of heroes now.
Yeah, dude. I'm just thinking about how nice it is like, to have a stun in mid now because of the flag bearers. Like, I just watched GPK stun Depress Kid and deny his flag bearer creep. That is so much money.
I mean, what is it, like 80 gold?
Yeah, like, it's like 2 creeps being denied in 1.
Well, trying GPK, but he dodges away from the brambles. And TP cancelled out by the DK. Wants to stay down bottom. Now they know the Willow's gone. They can play aggressively on the Dawnbreaker, but up top, Coma dying. The Arctic Burn slows him long enough.
Comes with the first breath of winter.
And this is Pari Parni trying to react, right? Dazzle's moving towards mid. They rotated the Willow, so no one was top to help the Ricky.
I respect trying to help your mid laner, but at the cost of your carry's life, it's pretty bad.
Another missed brambles. GPK this time just stands his ground. Oh, he's so incredibly farmed on this Lina. 34 and 14. A bit of aggression from Pari Parni top, though. DM gonna go for the TP home. No stun gaming.
No stun gaming. It feels like they're really lacking damage weirdly in this lane. When I watched them go on DM earlier, I think it might just be a point of the hero matchup itself. Doom is a hero that gets armor from Devour. He can also like eat a creep. I don't know what creep he has actually. What's he have?
Mana burn creep, I think he had.
Oh, okay. That's pretty nice.
So he's got the mana regen as well. Just keep spamming that.
Like, imagine his game if he manages to get an ice armor creep.
Oh.
You're playing against Ricky and a Dazzle whose all his spells are physical damage. That would be pure bliss. Yeah.
That's going to feel pretty good. I mean, so far we've seen DM chase this Dazzle a fair few times. This time, it looks like he should be able to get the kill. Level 3 still on Immersion, so no grave. Can't keep himself alive. They do chase Yamich back to his tower, but Coma can't get the kill while down at bottom. Pasha going to run back away from Ramses, who did static link him. Now with the plasma field, though, Hakuda with another Dragon Tail stun. They've got the damage to bring down this Dawnbreaker with one more. No! The final touch doesn't do the job. Ramsey's now having to contend with his Dark Willow. Shadow Arms up, plasma field out. Ramsey's pretty low, but there's no killing threat here from the Willow. There's still no ability for Hakuda to get another stun in. He's got 10 stick charges, but it was still on cooldown. While top lane again, diving tier 1. Coma chased out by this Doom and Wyvern. Creep waves arriving, so the Splinter Blast. Oh no, he gets the blink and the runaway just in time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Immersion coming in from the south side. Don't know what this Dazzle can do. He's pretty scared.
Yeah. It's nice to run him down. This mana burn actually pretty effective. He's doing all this without a Soul Ring as well. He's getting like more than enough mana than he needs from this creep. He's got a mana aura, it gives him an extra 2 mana regen, so they're just going and going and going. Coma has 0 mana. It completely stunts their ability to go aggressive on him, and it limits his defensive capabilities too, right? Unable to jump away to the creeps, it does mean that when they decide to trade with you on outsiders, there is no getting away. You have to just tank the whole thing. I like how they're playing this lane a lot.
That's constant aggression. And
yeah, they're even maxing Scorched Earth. Usually you see Dooms go Devour, greed it up, try and get as much net worth as you can. DM fully intends on diving. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, kill him past the bottom. Oh, nice little catch there. Well, Immersion's Dazzle being hunted again. There's that Scorched Earth straight onto him. And still no ability to escape for this level 3 Dazzle, like 9 minutes in. That's a really difficult one now for Pari Parni. TA is behind, needs to catch up, needs some ancient stacks. They have been built up, but needs time to take them. While Ricky's dusted top and doomed as well, for good measure. Raindrops there, trying to buy a bit of time, and the rotations from both supports come in to battle back. Yamich will get stunned by the Cursed Crown. Ricky, it looks like he'll survive under tower with the additional regen he gets. But I don't know. This Dazzle Dark Willow not able to really do too much. Trying to go on DM. He'll just TP home again. No Brambles. Solar Guardian gonna get cancelled out. A DK stuns the Dawnbreaker, and that's it.
That's a shame. Wow. I think like the first... Anytime you hit level 6 on a hero, you want to use your ult impact with a lot of impact. And Dawnbreaker not having a good first ult is pretty sad. Especially after he just died bot. Like, I think this like massively limits what Dawn can do. He also commits his TP bot to go refarm the lane. And now like your ability to rotate is gone. You don't have your ult, you don't have a TP, you're stuck to the spot lane.
Yeah, completely stranded there. Hakuda gonna get run out though. Coma. Ricky, TP down bottom, something they maybe not expecting. Does get the kill on the position 5 Dragon Knight.
Position 5, everybody. It means nothing.
Yeah, he got a D-Ward as well, so who cares? Oh, GPK grabs a DD rune now. Oh, lands the stun on Depressed Kid. Can we go for this with the Winter Wyvern nearby? Not gonna happen.
Denied.
Yeah, don't think so. Coma does not feel like he can farm top anymore. Even with a Dazzle, this Doom plus heroes too much. He wants to go focus on bot instead. And because Pasha committed his TP, you just don't... Look at it, he can't go mid right now. His carry's bot taking his farm. I think Pasha feels pretty bad right now.
Yeah, it's like you have to come mid to try and fight this. Catapult wave from outside is doing a good amount of damage to that mid tier 1. Response is decent though from Pari Parni, just to rebuff their efforts. Yeah, Pasha now farming the large camp near the Ancients. It's getting very congested down in that bottom part of the map. And no one really defending top tier 1, so with a catapult and an extra wave arriving, DM, with a little bit of backup here, could break this tier 1.
He has all coming back up, but this is the problem. Who's setting up for him to be able to use it? Your Dazzle top's not going to be doing anything. He's just going to be trying to eke out as much XP as he can from top lane, keep his tower alive for as long as possible, but outsiders will definitely dive him if he goes up at this point.
It's like your TA's farming ancient stacks, right? So she's not going to be top. Your Ricky doesn't want to come up here and fight. Kind of just got to let this tower die.
Pasha's just resorting to trying to farm the enemy jungle, which I guess if you can't make any actionable plays on your team, trying to take resources away from the enemy is the best you can do.
But if you just die like this, that's not worth it.
It's sad. I really feel like as an offlaner, I know exactly how he feels.
There's nowhere to
This-
be.
Yeah. The only difference is I'm sitting here going, I wonder how Pasha will deal with this. I'm so excited to learn.
Sometimes
And
you're
now he's
stuck in a
dead.
shit spot, aren't you?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, it
Not
is-
quite sure what he's meant to do, honestly.
Yeah, it feels like
I just-
Diffusal Blade on Ricky is what they're waiting for, and then it's go time. You know, it's only 12 minutes in, but it already feels like I don't know how you feel, but do or die already for Pari Parni. Like if they're unable to fight in the next 2 or 3 minutes in any meaningful way, like Dazzle's dying top, they just throw the Doom on him because outsiders know that there's nothing really here to stop them from just playing top part of the map, pushing mid at the same time.
Dire are scanning.
Brain lagging, trying to think of their play back into this. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. They chill. They don't try and make a play. Pasha does his best to farm some hard lane, uses hammer to get the wave, and just play it carefully. Depresskin, he's nearly got his Deso. Okay?
Yeah.
You get your Deso, you get your Diffusal Blade Ricky, and you make a play. Make a little smoky smoke. Go find someone on the map. The outsiders aren't going to be playing really well together yet. It's early days, and they want to expand their net worth lead as much as they can. They will be available to be picked off.
Exploit the greed.
Yeah.
Go and find GPK. I thought this Lina would be top of net worth, but it looks like Ramses has eclipsed her a little bit. Getting right up to the top as Lina farms Ancients, Ramses farms bottom jungle. And Parni do have a little bit of room after taking bottom tier 1, so they do get a bit of deep vision. Open things up for the Ricky to maybe play aggressively down there with the smoke that you're mentioning could be a possibility. I still need to hold on to this mid tier 1 for as long as possible though. There's Dark Willow with Pasha, push out top wave, back up to farm through the jungle. So nice efficiency from them. Just trying to get to those initial key items.
Yeah. Also, Ramses went Maelstrom. He's greeting instead of rushing the BKB, which is fine. But it does give a little bit to Parni to play around. For example, Koma on his Ricky, he has Diffusal Blade right now. That could be a kill. He's going a shard. That could be a way to control Ramses in these fights.
Oh yeah. I can sleeping dart him up. I mean, GPK, he's wide out in the open, attempts the kill on the Willow, but the grave is there, and now Ricky with a backstab, thinking about the move. Ramsey showing, and the dust comes. Koma, he's been stunned. Can he get off the tricks of the trade? He will get away. The Solar Guardian not going to heal him up enough. Nobody Blink strikes back up to the Wyvern, and still, the last projectile not going to land on him. Pasha instead giving his life to save the Ricky. Barely. Koma gets out of there somehow.
Man, imagine going from game 1, you're the king of the game, the Dawnbreaker with getting the kills, and now you're reduced to this.
And now they've caught out the TA. The Winter's Curse, just a setup tool here for more dust, more stuns. Grave will buy a bit of time here for the Press Kid to fight back, but they do up the Dazzle now. The Templar dead. And Pari Parni getting dismantled. Yamich will probably die here to Koma though as Ricky gets involved, but losing your Willow at the same time feels pretty bad. Pasha arriving back in, tries to catch Ramses, gives the vision to Koma. Ricky, he's doing good work, but GPK's Lina just unleashes hellfire upon them. A 5-man wipe breaks Pari Parni.
Oh no.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no, Gary. They're chain feeding.
They tried.
He died, respawned, and died again.
Dire's bottom tower
They got some big kills, but it's still what, like a 1k gold swing.
Yeah, it's also like a moral loss. They are diving your tier 2 at 15 minutes. This is almost as bad as the 12-minute tier 2 from last game.
Yeah, it felt
What
like
was it, 8 minutes?
it was like it was very early on, like 8 minutes in. It did feel like TA had no real place to be farming that large camp when you did just lose a team fight, lost your tier 1. I think it's definitely spiraled out of control for them.
This is the problem again. They just don't pick initiator, or at least not like they. At least last game they had one initiator. This time they don't have any, and you see it. How are they meant to engage on mid? They're waiting with Ricky at the back. Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
Yami?
Got the deny on the DD rune. And Cold Embrace only going to delay his death though. Light Strike Array from Lina. GPK. He wants this Willow and he'll have her.
It's the humiliation.
GPK's finished his BKB. They are quickly hitting item timings on outsiders based on how well their early game went. Just quickly spiraling. Ricky is not a carry that farms.
Oh, he does get the silence on GPK, still holding his BKB for the last second. Outright clicking the Ricky and forcing the grave. Well, that's first BKB, kind of wasted by GPK.
It's okay. It's not ideal, but it's okay.
Wait, we've got a... What's this going to be? 18-minute? Less Blink Dagger on DK. He's got 2,000 gold saved up.
My man. 5 position.
5 Dragon Knight. Oh, yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Now they're just going to walk right up into the triangle, look for a kill. Ian does not have his finished BKB yet.
He does not. And Hand of Midas is off cooldown.
Oh, but now
he does. It arrives. Courier dies, but he goes BKB off in time. So this allows Ramses to come in, keep the static link going, and you were right. No amount of Celestial Hammer distance is going to save Pasha, maybe with the grave, but Immersion has opened himself up to death. Oh, Depresskid and Pasha will slip away. Ricky's still hunting, though. Coma. Scared of going high ground.
every second you're hunting, you're not farming, and every second you're hunting and not farming, the enemy's farming.
I sure are. But a good silence. A kill on the Wyvern.
We're a hell of a team, Jax, aren't we?
And we're trying to get some...
This is the second time they've killed Wyvern. They need to start getting core kills. Let's look at GPK, no deaths. Let's look at DM, no deaths. Let's look at Ramses, one death.
One death.
One death. One death. Come on, Ramses, clean it up, my friend.
Oh, he's going to have BKB soon as well, so... It'll be increasingly difficult to find that kill on him. And TA, usually a hero that you want up at the top of the net worth, you know, alongside these AMs and AMs and Alchemists, stuff like that. You want this Templar Assassin to be an item ahead of your opponents, but maybe if that item is the Aegis, if they can get this Roshan another way back in the game for them.
Yeah, sure. This is a really good move. I feel like they have spent enough time around this area that it should be better warded, but outsiders, they have clued in. I think they just realized that Parni aren't showing on their lanes.
Oh, we got the Dragon Tail on her. Dark Willow chain stunned. Depressed Kid thinking about going back in to fight. That Grave saves the Willow through the Laguna Blade. He'll back up with the Shadow Wave and move in with the Winter's Curse. There we go. Yamich finds the catch onto two of them. Light Strike Array and DM's Doombringer just whacking into them. Finds a dominating streak while Hakuda just keeps going. Blinking forward, aiming for the stuns, and the Breathe Fire will do the job. Another quick move in from outsiders will secure themselves Roshan.
Yeah, like they'll walk in. Cheers for doing half health, my friends. Now I will now finish the job. I don't think they were feeling strong enough to do it themselves before.
And Hakuda's DK, just no fear whatsoever. Hey, I'll just jump into the TA, Ricky. No big deal. I've got 3 points in Dragon Blood. Yeah, okay, Ricky, you want to go on me? I'm a DK. Go on, Melt Strike, sure. I've got Cold Embrace behind me. Aegis claimed by GPK. Now Ricky doomed as well. Pasha with a good Starbreaker. Lands onto the Wyvern and Ramses, but that BKB's up for the Razor now. Depressed Kid in an awful lot of trouble. Caught out with the stuns. And some big core kills. He wanted Pari Parni to find kills on the cores of outsiders, but it goes the other way completely. 3 down in the grave, and the chase is still on. Can they find Pasha? GPK very quick on his feet. 460 move speed, and he spotted the Dawnbreaker. Doesn't quite land the stun, though. Pasha had those phase boots running quickly forward, and Dazzle, Dragon Tailed. Ramses back away from the tier 2, and outsiders just chill a little bit.
I think GPK did not want to press the issue. It's like, if we throw the game, we throw the game right now. Right here. I'm TPing out. I'm going home. Let's reset and go again. We have our BKBs. We have our Blink. We have our Initiation. We have our Aegis. We're ready to go. She's going to get that Silver Edge too, so we'll have that extra crit damage. Very nice build. Able to look for those side lane kills. I mean, sometimes you see Alina. They go the nadeless. Right?
Yeah.
And they'll just aim to BKB, stand there and fight. But GPK, I think he was really feeling himself after last game, wants to play this sort of, you know, Parni are desperate. They'll split push and then he just picks them off.
Assassin
My
style
God.
Lina.
Yeah, here comes the desperate smoke plane.
I've got to get something done, but the amount of chain stuns they have is ridiculous. Like, TA can't respond. There's no BKBs on Pari Parni, so they don't actually have a way to deal with this. There's no remedy to this disease of stuns that outsiders are bringing. Catch the Dazzle inside the Roche Pit, and it all starts with, like you say, the hidden Light Strike Array from Shadowblade or a Blink Stun from DK. Even the Doom blinking and War Stomping. There's so many ways of initiation here. Outsiders can see a target, stun them, and kill them.
They can, and it's just Pawnee don't have the tools to deal with it. You're also like positioning yourself pretty badly with that smoke, or at least I would say the TA is playing
Dire's
too
middle
aggressively.
tower is
His
under
team is smoking
radiant
around,
are
looking
scanning.
towards somewhat of like the triangle.
GBK.
TA's hitting a tower.
Don't mind
Oh,
her.
Pasha, hold your
GBK.
breath.
Do you find her?
Oh,
Stormbreaker's in the trees. He knows. He wants the. Oh, hello. Oh.
oh!
Pinged.
How did he get in
DM,
there? Oh, he
DM pinged.
hopped.
Oh, the tumbler's
he know?
toy. I don't know. If you could hear that noise through the trees, just like.
My God. Oh, the wyvern searching. Dude, they're so sure.
Go on. Go on,
To the
Yamich.
right.
Go on,
To the right,
Yamich. No, no!
It was so close.
He tumblers toyed as well. He jumped over the trees.
Dire's bottom
Oh
tower
my God.
What does Pasha do now? Does he go cut next wave? Oh, they're all TPing
Just wait
top.
for his TP.
Hakuda has the blink stun on Ricky. GPK with a chain stun. Light Striker raise there. The Solar Guardian, not enough. And Pasha's put himself in harm's way now. Oh, jumps halfway across the map. He was hidden in the trees. He was safe and sound, but he's gone to his own demise. Emergent has the grave, but he's stunned up, caught out by GPK again. Pasha, oh, he's still graved up with that Breathe Fire hit, but they've got Scorched Earth, tons of damage from outsiders. And I struggle to call that a team fight. It's just a pick-off that turned into another pick-off that turned into a bit of a chain feed again.
Save your buddy syndrome. It's like, don't worry, bro. I'll grave you. I mean, you can't not grave him. It's like your God-given duty. You gotta press the grave. But sadly, it just leads to everyone dying anyway. They have nice, very nice chase on outsiders.
And we're still waiting for BKB TA. 1,400 gold away.
Dire's middle tower
I don't know if she's got enough time. Map's getting very small.
I think you're also quickly seeing the effects of Ricky's gameplay. Just looking for kills constantly has resulted in him having Tread's Diffusal Blade at 23 minutes. It's like, carry-wise, it's unacceptable. Like, for wanting to do stuff in this game. You can't make plays, you don't have a BKB, you feel threatened, you're getting doomed, you can't buy Lincolns, you might want like a Manta to purge off a you need too many things and you're getting nothing.
Yeah. Like, he feels like a
might
worse
even work
Ursa.
if they got cores, right?
Like, we used to see Ricky
Yeah.
buy Battle Fury, right? And then you want to buy Diffusal Blade to play actively early, and I think Ursa had some of the same problems. But then Ursa is just naturally better with his innate skill set at being tanky and being able to jump in. Whereas Ricky, with 1,300 HP, yeah, he jumps in and he dies.
Oh,
Did
you have Dust, Doom.
Oh, yeah, he sees him.
Oh,
He found him. Has he got Doom as well? He's just going to chuck the Doom on him. Oh, no, Ricky. Solo killed by the Doom. And outsiders are still playing the rest of the map as well. Like, look at GPK. Go on, someone come out of your base. Come on, clear a wave. Oh, it's the Dazzle, is it? Laguna Blade to the back of the head. And GPK's diving tier 3s.
they know what they're doing. They know that they have the lead.
Radiant structures are
They know that they
fortified.
can't be killed. With their
Radiant's top
BKBs, they're
tower
basically
is under
untouchable.
attack.
There's no damage that can really be done. Depressed Kid is the only physical damage here.
Tower.
And Ramsey's dragging wave across. Trying to get the push in down bottom because they're also hunting Pasha. GPK nearly had the finish on him. And what have we got? Phase boots. No Tumbler's Toy anymore. Maybe he can Solar Guardian back to his base. He's just going to TP. But the Dragon Slave, no. Doesn't get the kill. What?
Got the stack. He knew he hit him. So sad.
Light Striker here was like 1 second away from being off cooldown. Maybe this is time for them to go, though. Pari Parni, 5 heroes in their base, ready to come out and fight. They know GBK was kind of down bottom, maybe a little stuck. But he's got the boots of travel he can join at the drop of a hat. And Ricky sees the Wyvern, quick 4 staff. Hakuda ready to blink stun whoever he sees. He might want to go on the TA here, but they've aimed the Ricky instead. Grave and the heal from the Dawnbreaker keeps Coma alive, but he still doesn't want to fight. And Depressed Kid blown up. As GPK comes back in with that Laguna Blade, and Pari Parni running back to their fountain at this point. DM diving deep. Wall stomp there thanks to the 4 staff of the Wyvern. Yamich sets it up for them. And this has got to be the beginning of the end for them now. Maybe an attempt on the Doom, but he's got the Cold Embrace to back himself up. The Willow and the Dawn unable to do the trick, and GG is called. Hakuda with a celebratory blink stun catch on the Willow. And outsiders, they will win this best of 3, 2-0.
Radiant
And they damn deserve it.
They absolutely did. Not over yet, though, for Pari Parni. I will drop down to that lower bracket, but this means Outsiders move on to that upper bracket, round 2. And definitely cementing themselves as the favourites for this.
Yeah, seriously. Obviously, Parni are not the team to beat in this qualifier for Outsiders. We're looking at other teams like Na'Vi, for sure. But, I mean, this was so clean. I was so impressed. The game 1, the way they utilized the carts early, the way that they split themselves on the map, the way that they use the booster travel, they do it the same here again. GPK playing out of his mind, always there, always ready. They didn't need, like, just with their draft